Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tolly Carr along with my play-by-play partner, Mo Carter. We just finished up the call of the Turkey Day Classic on SWAC TV. Mo, unfortunately, that's it for Alabama State, a 10-win season, but it shows you just how narrow the margin of error is in football, specifically the SWAC. They're literally one play away from hosting a SWAC championship,
Right.
but instead their season comes to a close. But what a year for Alabama State.
No, absolutely. You think about what happened last year. Alabama State was in position to play for a SWAC East championship, basically in a game that you and I had, but they're also down to their fifth string quarterback. Fast forward 12 months later, and Andrew Body and company were 2 yards away from picking up a win at Jackson State. Instead, they fall in that game, and for that, they had to really kind of just play cheerleader the rest of the way. Things don't go the way they wanted to go. So they wrap up the season today against Tuskegee with a huge victory for the second most points they've ever scored. So they get a double-digit win in the column, which haven't been done in a long, long time. And I think it provides a lot of momentum going into a very important offseason for Eddie Robinson Jr. and company.
All right, so when we look at the rest of the SWAC, we got the Bayou Classic. It's going to be a lot of fanfare, but it's not going to have an impact on the Celebration Bowl because the SWAC championship game is set. When you look at this game between Jackson State and Prairie View A&M that's coming up, some people are going to favor Jackson State in this game. What does Prairie View do well where they might come out with a win?
Well, easily you can favor Jack State. They're the defending champs. They're defending Celebration Bowl champs. But for Prairie View, Coach Jackson said they played with a chip on their shoulder all year long, and they've used it to build momentum throughout the year. They've got a great defense, and their offense has been getting better throughout the week. But one thing I like about Coach Jackson that doesn't matter if they win by 5 or they win by 55. He's still not satisfied because they need to get the win at the end of the year. That's when he's the most satisfied. So Prairie View will be hungry in that space. However, this is a Prairie View team that has not been to the championship under Coach Jackson. Yes, they went under Coach Dooley several years ago, but I'm not sure a lot of those players are still there. So Jackson will have that experience, but when you have a hungry team who has a good mindset, then all of a sudden it's a different situation. So I'll say this. Prairie View will be ready to play for that game. It'll just be a matter, can they make an extra play to get the W at Jackson next week?
Well, Jackson State is going with the freshman quarterback, Jared Lockhart, who has filled in for Jacobian Morgan, the preseason SWAC Player of the Year. We saw the first start. Me and you did the game, Jackson State, ironically, against Tuskegee
Yep.
in Jackson, and we saw Jared Lockhart, and we immediately saw the potential. Um, this guy is young, but he has the skill set to carry them to a championship.
Yeah, Lockhart is one of those guys where he just knows how to go through his progressions, and he also knows how to find his receivers or his running backs because Jackson State is full of playmakers all across the board. Even the second and even third string guys, like they make things happen for that Jackson State squad. TC Taylor knows how to fit his guys in well. I think for Lockhart now, he's at a point where he does not have to make things too big in his game, but at the same time, he knows he's going to have to play mistake-free football because Coach Jackson and Prairie View, they're going to look for every little small detail that he does not do well and try to use it against him.
All right, so we've wrapped up our play-by-play duties. We're here in the emptying press box at Alabama State. We still have the Bayou Classic to look forward to this weekend. Mo, you're a former Southern University football player, played safety, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
big-time safety back in the day. Look, it's going to become official. But everybody's talking about it. Marshall Faulk expected to be named the next head coach at Southern University. That's continuing a trend of big names, recognizable names from the NFL level in HBCU football, particularly here in the SWAC. But look, it's a different expectation at Southern
Yeah.
University, and still a lot more things to be played out.
No, absolutely, and of course, that those are the reports you've seen it from ESPN, NFL Network, where Marshall Faulk used to actually work at, along with at Yahoo. So, me personally, if you ask me, I'm excited about the hire. However, I want to see what happens next. Who are going to be his offensive coordinator? Who's going to be his defensive coordinator? What does the staff look like? Because I feel like yes, you could be a great coach, but your staff really makes some things happen. He is going to be a big name, from what I've been told. He is one of the smartest football minds in the world. You've heard Peyton Manning and Kurt Warner both say that about Marshall Faulk. But I want to see what that staff's going to look like. And then what can he do to pour into the Southern University athletic fund just in general? Can he help with facility upgrades? Sure. Southern has some of the better facilities in the SWAC, but you and I both know this. Having facilities is good. Having money to keep the facilities up is the thing that really kind of moves the needle. A la Alabama State, a la Jackson State. That's what you kind of see. So I'll be interested to see what happens with that. And then from there, he's not going to have an easy road. He will not. I've already said this. You're going to have to go to Prairie View. You're going to go to Jackson State, go to Florida A&M, go to Texas Southern, and you have a money game against Houston. So year one is going to be quite a challenge for the soon-to-be named Coach Marshall Faulk and Southern. But if he can kind of turn the table and make some things happen, make some strides, Jaguar Nation may be a little forgiving in that first year if he doesn't, get to a championship or something. But the eager Jaguar fans, the ones with the money, they're going to be waiting and looking to see what's going to happen with that. So we'll look at it like this: you take it one step at a time, but at the same time, next year can't get here soon enough.
All right, that's Mo Carter. He knows HBCU football. He knows Southern football. So take it from Mo. It's been a lot of fun working with you this year, my man. We're wrapping it up on a Thanksgiving, and we will talk to you guys soon right here on HBCU Game Day.